excited to take this conversation ahead with JEET, which is Jaipuria. I would want everyone to say it with me, with who's taking up these examination papers with the students. Jaipuria Examination Enhancement and Training. It was launched in May 2024 with the objective to enhance exam readiness and academic performance. It focuses on building strong foundations, providing diagnostic insights, and ensuring balanced chapter coverage through multiple preparatory phases. With 5 papers done, known commonly as JEET Prep 1, Prep 2, one more in the pipeline, which is the 6th paper, we are delighted to share that we have seen a consistent improvement in the performance in the number of the papers that have been attempted by the students. From JEET 1 to JEET 5, there has definitely been a constant engagement with the papers, and I'm so glad and thankful to all the headships here for helping us make JEET a success in a way that it can make that targeted interventions with the students. As it is said in NCF that learning is a time-intensive process, and I know where it started from, where everyone had certain reservations around how the process is. Let me make it clear very categorically that we believed in meaningful practice, and I think somewhere we've made a mark by nailing the, by making a dent in the place where regular practice and the intention behind JEET was regular practice. Not taking much time, I would welcome our lovely guest on this stage with me and sharing the couch with me, making me a little more nervous, but I've had conversations with them a day before, and I made them a little nervous, and I said, we have to prepare for this podcast. So I welcome on the stage with me Mr. Sangram Singh sir from St. M.R. Jaipuria School, Malwa campus, Mr. Binod Tiwari from St. M.R. Jaipuria School, Lakhimpur Kheri, Mr. Ashish Saxena from St. M.R. Jaipuria School, Padau campus, Banaras, and Ms. Abha Kumar from St. M.R. Jaipuria School, Patna. Welcome to you all. So here we start our podcast, and I'm very excited to ask you the first thing and just get into a conversation. Sir, please nervous mat hoiyega. I know that. Aap log ki wajah se I think I'll be much better. The structure of JEET is such that it assesses a wide range of topics. As we all know, from every JEET 1 to 5 till now, we have given a syllabus coverage that we need to help the students to cover. How has this seen an impact on the students' performance from time to time? What has been the kind of, nerves that you got from the students with now even the pre-boards being done? How was it in helping them? Ashish sir? Yeah.
Thank you, Pooja ma'am. I think that before JEET, we all were depending upon the pre-board examination, and that generally we used to take, we have somewhere in the month of November, December. So students are just coming to know about that, whatever is their performance level is only clear to them in the month of November, that's end of session. But this is what a very new start, and I appreciate the effort of the corporate office team for this JEET initiative. They started so early, and the portion is divided different parts. So students are preparing it very nicely, and it is small portion they are knowing about whatever the shortcomings are coming, and accordingly they are talking to the teachers and going for their improvement work. So it's really fantastic, and I'm sure that this year we will be getting a better result than the previous one.
Yes, we are also, the intention was for JEET was this, and I think with the pre-boards being over, just very recently for most of the schools here, have you been able to see how the students are interacting with reference to the papers? Has it stirred in any kind of conversations between students, Abha ma'am?
Yes, Pooja ma'am, this is actually a very commendable initiative which has been started by our organization, and this has actually helped our children to evaluate themselves at proper interval of time. This is actually the USP of JEET. Just after the exam, because the excitement momentum is still there, so they come back to the classes, they discuss those questions amongst each other, they solve it. That also work with NEP, one of the policy of peer tutoring, speaking,
Exactly,
and having discussions on those forum. And the moment they are unable to solve a particular question, it's instantly which is being nailed down. It's actually nailing it at the right place, the right time, and because the teacher is available in the classroom, so they are able to solve the question then and there rather than leaving it unsolved, and which actually help them to perform better in all the other summative examinations like pre-boards and definitely the board preparations.
So I think somewhere the idea of formative
Absolutely,
assessment has
absolutely,
been,
absolutely. The formative assessment is just going on board and with the entire objective. The objective of deciding this particular program is being met because they are sitting for the exam, then they're discussing over it, they are resoluting it, and finally they're coming with the result. And finally the academic excellence follows.
right. I'm so glad that, ma'am, this intention is somewhere being
Yes.
seen, and it is, this
Executed.
was obviously our pilot year, so somewhere we were also a little skeptical on some things, but somewhere that intention is coming across. And I think, Binod sir, what would you say about how parents have taken in? Have you been able to share those insights, as like ma'am has said, that bachon ne, they started talking with each other, the teachers were discussing. How has it led to conversations with parents? Have you been able to get some conversations from parents?
Yes, ma'am. I'd like to congratulate the CEO team for taking this initiative. And last year, I remember when Sudha ma'am has approached for having such things in the school. And now, what is that? Means children are growing with that.
Right, sir.
Means in the era of this coaching centers where and online papers are available,
Right.
it's a challenge for us also that we reach the children with a right approach with the things, and hopefully we have met our expectations or the parents' expectations. They are happy to see that a structured way is being given it to the children. Regular intervals are there. Children are able to check their preparations, what has been, and been an objective way, means what we are talking about, a formative way. That has also needs a deep knowledge. So children are now aware that if I have not been deep into the subject, I cannot go for solving it out.
Right.
So slowly and slowly, gradually we are growing up with that. Parents are happy seeing that the things have been taken from the school side.
Okay, Rani sir, how about you? How are the parents coming up with, has there been any kind of anecdotes that either the student has come up with or the teachers have shared? And here we are, I'm so grateful that you all are, liking the process. But in terms of any kind of suggestions or feedbacks that have come from students, from the parents, how has it been like with them also?
So Pooja ma'am, I would like to recall at the very first that last year I had a discussion with Arijit sir that in board classes, this is the academic performance that matters a lot for parents,
Right.
for the students, and for the school image as well. So I was asking him ki, what should be the strategy that we produce excellent board results. So on the very first, I welcome JEET and my heartiest thanks to CO team for introducing such a beautiful assessment system. It's really very welcome from the side of teachers, students, and parents. You know, there is a window period of attempting it.
Right.
So they are not forced to do it on a particular time or a particular hour or a particular day.
Right.
So because board students are having their school classes, then they are going to their coachings also.
Right.
Because
they have a very busy life.
yeah, very busy schedule. So sometimes to chemistry class, to physics class, to mathematics class, to other classes.
Yes.
Then doing school work also, then their practices also. So if it had been on a particular date and time, it might have been a difficult one.
Yeah, it would
So
have
they
become a task for them, basically.
yes, task for them. So what happens when they are free, feel like doing something different from reading the book, they can take this JEET assessment.
Right, sir.
The questions are MCQs,
Yes, it's on an MCQ pattern.
MCQ pattern. And so they have not to write a lot about it. They have just to click, give it, but the questions are thought provoking. They have to solve it on paper and then answer it. Very good thing is that they get their assessments done, they get their results,
Then and
where they have been correct, where they need improvements.
Right, sir.
And obviously there are certain very agile parents as well who want to look what the child is doing on a regular basis.
Right, and it gives you instant results, so the parent
Insight.
can also see how much my child has
Yes.
scored.
So the JEET assessment is being done on a regular basis. I think it started somewhere around 20th May.
Yes.
The first question paper was floated around the 20th May, and then on a regular basis. So the parents who are really curious about their students' performance, they are getting it from JEET. So sometimes they are connecting to the teachers, sometimes they are connecting to the principal as well. And I have beautiful, feedbacks from the brilliant students of my school. I have in my phone. If you permit, I can read it from there as well. So very positive feedbacks.
Great, sir.
And especially in the subjects where JEET is working, the difficult ones, known to be difficult ones, physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics in class 12th, and in class 10th it is science, mathematics and social science.
Right.
So these are known to be difficult subjects, and JEET is helping the children a lot over there. Everybody is happy. So I wish JEET brings JEET in the board exams.
The whole intention is जीत के आगे डर के आगे जीत है,
डर
तो
के
हम
आगे
लोग
जीत
भी
है।
उसी के
और ये JEET जो है डर को निकाल दे रहा है.
exactly, sir.
One
So,
more thing.
very good.
I have few suggestions adding to Sangram
Definitely.
sir. Few suggestions, like we have 20 questions which we throw it to the children in the month of May, and we follow on the same parameters. Yes, and same pattern. So one suggestion is like if we can increase the number of questions with each number of ahead
Okay.
the paper,
Right.
because we are giving them 1 hour. So for the first paper is fine because the child requires time to get acquainted to the paper, the pattern and everything, and the child gets a hang of it. For the second paper, if we can increase the number of questions, or we can bring the number of timings,
Right.
so that will make it more challenging for the children. They will be very inquisitive and the curiosity level will grow. This is one. Second is the difficulty level, ma'am. It's a mixed bag where there are more of easy questions from easy to moderate. So I suggest let's bring it up from moderate to the higher difficulty level, the bar graph. We need to increase the bar graph there. And third, ma'am, because I am an English teacher, so I'm so envious about the fact that it only evaluate the knowledge of the child for only these 3 subjects: mathematics, science and social science. I really want to put my foot very strong here to go for English as well as Hindi. And
Yes,
the
ma'am.
fourth point, ma'am,
So
it's
I-
completely MCQ based. So if we can pour into some subjective questions also, where the teacher can actually check, where
already
the
see
teacher, the
any teacher.
subjective teacher can check. So because social science is subjective, and at the end of the day, our children are sitting for 50% of subjective questions, sir, in science and social science. Pooja ma'am.
Fine, ma'am. So we have taken in your suggestions. We'll work around
Yeah,
these
yeah.
suggestions. There is a lot on our
but
minds.
that-
What
yes.
are your takes on this, the kind of suggestions, ma'am? Is this
Pooja ma'am, I
what
would
it
like
was?
to add on one thing that ma'am has suggested, and this was my point also.
Definitely. sir.
There are 2 kinds of students. One, those who are self-motivated, and those who are motivated by the teachers and the peer group.
ये तो yes, sir.
The student, those who are self-motivated, they can attempt this JEET paper from anywhere. But the students, those who are motivated by the school teachers or the peer group, they always skip that thing. And if we are trying to conduct the JEET examination in our school campus, guiding them to do that thing, I mean, indirectly we are trying to motivate them, then due to technical reasons, we are all the time failed in managing all the things in the school campus because of the email IDs and all. I discussed matter with you also and number of times
sir.
also.
We've had that discussion.
So what I wish that I think there should be some kind of technical changes in that case. Ki if the student is trying to skip that thing, because ultimately the result is depending upon that student also.
the submission.
100% means everyone is included in that.
Right, sir.
So they can spoil, and we have to take care about those students also. So if we can manage them in that JEET examination in campus, due to the technical issue, whatever they are
Technical
coming,
Right.
so in that way they will also be getting the benefit of that, and obviously the school average and everything will be improved because of their efforts.
Yeah,
also.
yeah, sir.
So this is what my
Great,
suggestion
sir.
and
Can
by
Can I
request to the
share
CTP.
one
Yes,
initiative which we have started in a school?
Yeah.
Because the parameter, the rubrics for a board exam where they have 5 marks, which talks about multiple assessment. So we told the children that it's important, and we bring down those marks and then we convert it. And we tell them this is the amount of percentage which you will be getting out of 5. So it has become mandatory for them to
For them
to sit
yeah,
for
so I
GEET.
think, sir,
This
these
can be done for class 10th students, but for class 12th students, we need to
Yes, for class 12th,
motivate the children.
there
and
could be a different
we can use
strategy.
our ICT lab for that, a batch of 40 or 45 may sit over there at a
Right.
particular given period of time, and they can attempt within 1 hour or whatever
so
schedule is given over
it is
there.
recommended to do it in one sitting so that
Yeah,
we
one sitting.
forego all those issues that
So
happen.
that schools can plan internally.
Right,
And-
sir.
But on one point, I strongly agree with ma'am. If you CO team adds questions of language also
Right,
and
sir,
other allied subjects, students of board, they take language subjects very lightly. On the other hand, these add to their performance, their percentage itself.
Definitely, sir.
So although they do not take self-study seriously in these subjects, if they are given questions,
It
two
just
attempts
helps
inside the school, कि आपको करना ही करना है, so they will at least come prepared with the syllabus that you share with, it's a very beautiful thing that every time syllabus is also given with JEET.
Yes.
कि next time JEET paper will come from
from
this
this,
syllabus.
yes.
So this will help a lot.
Sure, sir. Pinod sir, any comments, any suggestions?
In this, I'd like to add something. Like, yes, the paper is good enough that the children are improving from that. Ma'am said that means taking up language subjects also. And I'm sure that this was the pilot year, and from the next year we are going to add into that. Like taking the paper, giving them 3 days, somewhere we felt it, the children are not, those interested children, they take it.
Sir,
But
we give them a week.
हाँ,
Week.
it's
और
okay,
जब festivals आए तो हमने
okay,
10
I
दिन
agree
भी
to
की.
that. Those who are very sincere, they take it.
हाँ, right.
For those who are less interested into it and they want to skip, we need to take the things in the school itself now. But we have decided that now we'll be taking it because the numbers are going down somewhere,
Right, sir.
and taking it seriously. Second thing, that recording on the spot there, the evaluation that goes on and the marks comes with that. So we also want to take up that means immediately after the test, so that we assess that and go ahead with seeing that the children where they need improvement into it.
Sure, sir. These are very valuable suggestions. We definitely, I have noted it down as a proof to everyone here that we have taken it in consideration, and we will definitely work around it. Going forward, and I already have the light flashed on to me over here from Vijit, but coming to the last part of the question that I've prepared for all of you here is, have you been able, so taking all these challenges, the kind of things that you're saying that the students are getting into interactions, have you been able to explore how these video solutions are working out for children, where we have provided strategies and how questions can be solved? Because theoretical knowledge definitely there in the books, but there are strategies that are being given. So how have the video solutions 2 and 3 that we have put across working for children? Have they been able to explore it along with you all in some which way?
Yes, we have been able to do that, and it's an excellent move once again. So we brought our children in multi-purpose hall where they came with their pen and paper,
Right.
and then we showed it to them, and it was instantly done, because if we tell them that okay, go home and we are we are showing and sharing the link
kind
with
of
you,
self-motivation
yes, it is
sometimes
more a
gets lost
procrastinating.
also, yes.
It's more a procrastination, because everyone is burdened with number of work, and everyone has got 24 hours in hand, and few children are able to do it, few children are not able. So our target is not only the ones who are very bright, but the target is also the ones who are weak and average, so that we are able to pull them through all the challenges.
Exactly, ma'am.
So we do it in the school. Most of the things we try to manage it between the working hours which we have
I
it
think
in the
that's an
school with
excellent
all
idea
the,
that
yes.
The video
Yes.
solutions can be screened for the students within a common forum, so that we assure ourselves that it's there and they're watching the strategies and how some tough questions can be handled. It just gives us a better understanding. Am I right, Ashish sir?
Yes.
Yeah, most of the schools have their zero period time of 40 minutes or 35
definitely.
minutes. We can add on 15-20 minutes to it, it can be done very easily, and all these things can be done inside the school also. One thing I would like to add, I mean, because the light flash has been already shown, so I would like to say this is a very good initiative by CEO, because it gives us opportunity and chance for timely intervention for the children, for the students who need remediation and the kind of remediation they need.
Right, sir.
So that is a very good thing which helps a lot.
Right, sir. So opening the forum to the audience here, we would definitely love to hear from you all as well, as any kind of suggestions, inputs, feedback with reference to JEET. I think it feels great that that intervention is being made in the right direction. Definitely the suggestions are being taken in to improvise it. But we love to hear from the audience as well. With the limitation of time, I'll just open the forum to all of you. If there are any suggestions. Right, sir, Anil, sir.
One suggestion, like Mr. Sir is saying that way, like one test conducted, not more like a 1 week time, so it's a good for every student. Syllabus we already given, and one date given. If we can give one date for examination, and the syllabus is already given, that we understood. Like a 1-day test for every children, so not for like a 1 week time, so they won't take it as serious.
Okay.
So this is a suggestion from my side. So 100% we can make it success then. Thank you.
Sure, sir, sure.
We'll have to somewhere bring these things in the school also, because letting the children to do on their stake, somewhere we'll have to check it.
I mean, kind of benchmark assessment type of thing, whatever we are having, all the
One
children,
per day.
they are sitting in the school campus and attempting the thing. Like that, we should be having some kind of thing so that everybody will be participating in that, and whatever benefits you want to give to the student, actually they will be getting in that case. Otherwise, those who are interested, they are taking that. Otherwise, where there is, I mean, actual need of that, they are skipping that thing.
Sir,
So,
cannot be authenticated because
Yes.
the child is doing it home.
right,
You know,
right, ma'am. Sure, definitely. I think we will work around that.
We can have it the way we have benchmark assessment in the school. JEET, one subject a day. If the way we have benchmark assessment in the school, similarly for JEET, one subject a day, we would love to get it done there, and we'll get to know, what are the gray areas, what are the questions, what are the topics. It will be easy for you also to, prepare the campus report, what are the great topics where teachers need to work extra on, what all students. It will be very helpful for us also, and we'll get the authentic result.
yes, the transparency and authenticity will come if we are doing inside the school. But I am in favor of the window period, because the schools have their
Own
Right,
activities.
own schedules also. So
Yeah.
window period is very
Very-
welcome, from my
Can
side.
we reduce it?
Schools
I'm
can
just,
plan at their own
one
what date and
suggestion.
what time.
I'll take not more than, my time starts now, 30 seconds. The last paper is in January 28th or 29th.
Right.
I request you to prepone that dates for the next session, because we should complete everything by December. Children get into the mode of self-study, and then again the purpose and the objective is lost if we
So
keep
actually, ma'am,
something
the
in
purpose of
January.
doing it in January was very specific, that it's very close to the boards, and it's like kind of a final revision to everything, and that's why
Okay.
the content will be, probably the questions will also be more.
Because the dates for the CBSE has also been preponed.
True,
So
true,
we
ma'am.
need to bring it up to December,
Sure,
ma'am.
sure.
That's
ma'am.
it.
So, BG?
In the first week of January,
Right, ma'am, definitely.
First
Yes.
week of January
Yes.
when
We'll
we
take
have
these
our winter
suggestions
break.
and work on the kind of a, yes, yeah, sure.